Let's talk iPhone 13 in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to sit here and chat a little about what I like about this device and some things I don't like about this device some of the time. Right off the bat, the display, in my opinion, is good. It's not great. It's OLED, it has good vibrant colors, but it's not a Samsung panel, and honestly, there's a lot of Android panels that are higher resolution that look better than the iPhones. But I will say this, the iPhone display is true to life, in my opinion. It has more accurate colors, maybe not as vivid as some Android phones out there, but it's more true to life, in my opinion. The one thing that's lacking on here is 120 hertz, but because of the animations, I've kind of grown to just get used to it. So that's on the display front. I don't think it's necessary to have 120 hertz on a phone, and you definitely need the CPU and GPU power to back that up. And I've seen issues with Android phones that do not have the best processor and can't really handle having a 120 hertz display constantly running at that frame rate, because it takes a lot of power and juice to do that, and also kills your battery. iMessage and FaceTime on here are great. That's what most people buy an iPhone for. I'd say that's like the icing on the cake if you actually want an iPhone. Widgets, in my opinion, are useful. I have a calendar one right here, but I will say Android widgets, at least there's more variation of Android widgets on an Android phone. It's pretty limited right now on Apple iPhones on what widgets you can actually add to your home screen. And also, I don't think it really makes too much sense having your widgets off to the left. I don't know why this page even exists, to be honest. I don't think it's necessary, but it's nice having a couple pieces of information here, like I have stocks, battery, and then screen on time. Overall Apple ecosystem discussion. I use an Apple Watch right here, SE. I mainly use that for checking the time, controlling my YouTube music, and looking at notifications on my phone. That's basically it. I think that's what most people use their Apple Watch for. I will be getting an iPad Gen 10, the one that recently just came out, for Christmas, and I'll be doing some videos on that. Camera on here is solid. I've used this to record videos, mostly do 1080p 60 frames per second. We just got a new subscriber. Guys, if you haven't subscribed already to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, there's a lot of apps you can bring over from Android. I use YouTube Music for all my music stuff. Audio quality speakers on this are fine. I have no issues with that. And you can pair, I don't have my AirPods Pros on me right now, but they're over there. You can pair your AirPods with these. Works well, like I said, with the ecosystem. Although AirPod Pros don't have the best battery life, which is kind of annoying. One gripe I have with this phone, I just thought of this thing right here. Not the speaker, the Lightning port. It runs USB 2.0 speeds for transferring data, which is 480 megabits per second, which is, I think that's around 60, it's either 60 or 80 megabytes per second, which is terrible. Transferring things, especially to your computer on this, is awful. It takes forever. It doesn't have USB 3.0 capabilities. Apple, please update that in the future. I think they are eventually going to update the Lightning port to USB-C, hopefully in the next generation. But for now, we have Lightning, which is slow as molasses. That's that department. Camera, like I said, is good. Selfie camera is fine. In terms of, if you want to vlog with this, I think it's okay. But the iPhone 14 adds autofocus to the front-facing camera. And I think it got an update in resolution. I can't remember off the top of my head, but the iPhone 14 is definitely better than the 13 in terms of front-facing camera quality. Overall snappiness, A15 Bionic chip. This thing's fast. I've barely had any hiccups. Maybe some glitches here and there with the lock screen and rotating images, not rotating fully. But very, very minor glitches here and there. I don't have too much to say about this device just because it's pretty boring and it's pretty straightforward. I got the green color here. The buttons are all clicky and it's nice having a mute switch, but there's not much to complain about with this. It's just a phone. I mean, it does what it says it's going to do. I think the biggest thing for me right now is being snappy and not glitching all the time like some Android phones. Even though Android phones are faster than this, I'd argue, this thing is just has such a good CPU behind it that it's reliable. You're not going to have glitches and most apps are going to run fine. It's okay that there's not a 120 hertz display, but my eyes have adjusted to that, and to be honest, it's not that big of a deal. So that's going to be my quick review of the iPhone 13 in 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Come support the channel. Run to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.